COD Killer. That was the legacy of this game, Titanfall. COD Killer. Now you see some Titanfall gameplay in the background. This is Marked for Death, which is a pretty fun game mode. I'll explain it in a second. But this game was supposedly going to blow Call of Duty out of the water. Now, the reason why they said that is because it was made by Respawn, who were some of the original people that worked on the Modern Warfare series with Infinity Ward. So, you know, they do have some experience. They know what they're going against. But when the game came out, it was fun. It was fun, but then it just took a huge drop in performance and sales. Why? Why'd that happen? Well, I could say because YouTube, because people stopped posting it. But people stop posting games for a reason, right? They don't just randomly stop posting games. If they liked it, they wouldn't just stop randomly just stop randomly, right? Well, the reason for it was because there was a lack of really achievements or stuff that you can get. I'm going to say gettable items. Now, what I mean by a gettable item is like something like a new weapon that you can get for playing the game. Something like that. Or maybe a new uniform you can get for just playing the game. That's like a gettable item. There wasn't a lot of customization. Even with the classes, like there were only 11 guns, I think, in this game. And they still have 11 guns, like 6 months after, which isn't totally bad. I mean, I'm not saying this game's totally bad for that. It's still a very fun game if you play it now. There's still a lot of people playing it, which makes me happy. There were more than there were 3 months ago, probably because they made some changes. If you guys want to know what those changes are, just check out my other video, or videos on the topic. So, yeah. Now, what is so interesting about this game, and why is it that people are saying now this game is getting copied by COD, when before people were saying that this game was trying to copy COD and then, like, made its own twist to it, or stuff like that? Well, I'm going to shed some light on the situation. Let's go. So, this game was deemed to be a COD killer when it came out. Now, Advanced Warfare is coming out, and people are saying that Call of Duty is copying not only Titanfall, but Battlefield. Some people are saying Halo, not all of them, but the more enlightened people are saying Halo. It's also copying Black Ops 2. Now, it's copying Black Ops 2 because it's also a Call of Duty, and it's allowed to do that type of stuff. And yeah, so it's copying several games that are already out. And the reason why I say that are already out, because it's kind of illegal for them to copy a game that hasn't come out yet. And let me shed some light on the topic. So for them to have copied Battlefield 4 and for them to have copied Titanfall, it means that they would have had to know what the game was before it even came out. They would have had to know all this information about the game before it came out. Yeah, I guess there were betas and stuff like that people played. But still, they would have to know specific details about the game before it was released, which is kind of on the illegal side. It's on the illegal side of kind of like, you know, shady type of deals and stuff like that. Now, I say shady deals because there's no way one developer is going to get information like that without having someone that's telling them from the inside, right? You know, it makes sense. So, so there was something going on if they did know that, but they don't. They don't. Advanced Warfare is its own game. Yeah, it's allowed to copy Black Ops 2 because Black Ops 2 is another Call of Duty game. I mean, if you came up and made a game that had a lot of things going well for it, Black Ops 2, it is a shitty game. There's a lot of terrible issues in it. But they did do a lot of things right, and that's why Advanced Warfare is taking ideas from them. When a game does something right, you're going to take ideas from them. Why wouldn't you? Because, you know, it's like a no-brainer. If a game's popular, you're going to take all the things that were liked about that game and implement them into your game. It makes sense. But now Advanced Warfare has a whole new type of movement now. So people are like, oh yeah, so they wanted to change the movement, so now it's Titanfall, or now it's Halo, you know. Oh, that makes sense. So they just want to make it more like this game because it's popular. No, that's idiotic. It's a stupid thing to say. They wanted to change the game. It's not like they were like, hey, you know what? Want to know what's popular? Halo. Want to know what's popular? Titanfall. Well, our franchise is kind of going down the last few years. Why don't we just make it more like that game and people will buy it thinking that it's one of the others? No, that's not true. It's still Call of Duty. People will play it. And that's why they have this new playlist too. Because one, people asked for it. They asked for a playlist without the exosuits, and they gave them a playlist without the exosuits because it's still COD. If they didn't have the exosuits, would people be saying that they were copying? No. And why do they have the exosuits? Well, because it's a futuristic shooter. Why is it a futuristic shooter? Well, because we've done so many past shooters already. And why have we done so many past shooters already? Well, because the past is an easy topic to make a game out of. You know, you already know what's happened or what's going to happen. Think about it. Every single Call of Duty up to Black Ops 2, so that's about 5 CODs, COD 4, World at War, Black Ops 1, MW2, MW3, all those games, five games right there, were all made based before 2000, I'm going to say 2013, no, 2012. All those games were based before 2012. Now, what does that mean for the actual franchise? Well, it means they haven't made a futuristic shooter like Advanced Warfare yet. Now, because Black Ops 2, okay, yeah, based in 2025, but the thing is with that game is that was just so they could reskin it. That, like, you know, think about it. If it wasn't named 2025, if it wasn't Black Ops 2 based in 2025, they would have taken like 4 things out of the game probably. It's practically a reskin of any Call of Duty. They didn't even have to have it based in the future. If it was based in the past, it would be pretty much the exact same. It would still be kind of like a reskin, but it would be pretty much the exact same. Makes sense if you think about it just a little bit. And you know, like, just keep on looking at this. So Advanced Warfare, it's based in the future. Like, Call of Duty Ghosts was based in the future, but not that much in the future. So, you know, Call of Duty Ghosts, they didn't have to have this advanced movement. It was like another reskin. You play it like you played any Modern Warfare game that was out. You know, it was kind of pretty much, well, it wasn't the exact same, but it was pretty much the exact same. So, you know, stuff like that. And then you go and you play Advanced Warfare now. If you ever have played Advanced Warfare, good luck, man. I heard it was fun. But if you played Advanced Warfare, as new movement, it's faster. It's more entertaining. That's what I've heard from it. That's what people have told me. That's what I've heard. And, you know, I bet that's what you guys have heard too, because, you know, what one person says is usually amplified by a whole bunch of other people due to this placebo effect in our minds as human beings. But, you know, stuff like that ended up happening. So, what else? What else is interesting about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? Well, Battlefield 4 didn't come out until a few months ago. You know, it's almost been a year, which means they would have had to copy them, of course, and it's going to be a year when Advanced Warfare comes out, so that means they would have had to copy them during the last year of their development, which is kind of like, it's like procrastinating. You know, like, you're one of the most successful business franchises in the world, and you decide to procrastinate on one of your best-selling items. You know, it doesn't make sense, right? Do you think of a logical person that would do that? Hey guys, so I know we're supposed to come out with this game. It's coming out in a few months, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. How much have we done? Oh, we just took the bare bones skeleton of an engine and we said we recreate an engine, but we might have lied about that. I don't know. We'll see how it works in the future. But you know, it's practically the same engine, and we're just doing the exact same thing Kago said they did, but you know, we're not.
Could you not figure it out?
Who knows? Who knows nowadays with these guys? But you know, stuff like that. So just like little things like that, which is kind of annoying, ended up happening. So yeah, there's that going for us. But really, like, in the end of the day, it's all the same thing. It really is all the same thing. No matter how much futuristic movement they put into it, no matter how much like advertisements they put saying it's totally different, it's the same exact thing at the end of the day. Like, it is, because if you take away the exosuits, it's the same exact thing. So how are they copying? They're copying themselves. They still are. They're just adding things to make the game more entertaining. Like, the only reason why they would copy a game like Halo isn't for the double jumps. It isn't for any of the wall running or shit like that. There isn't even wall running in this game, is it? No, it isn't. I mean, in Titanfall there's wall running, but not in Advanced Warfare. Yeah. So why in the world would they copy a game like Halo? They copy it because there's one game mode called Griffball. That's why I said the more online people would know, like, if Halo was being copied, because Griffball was a pretty fun game mode. I haven't really played a lot of it, but I know it was fun, because when I did play it, I had fun. And that's kind of being copied in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's game mode, Uplink. Uplink is where, like, you know, you jump through portals. It's, like, people were saying it's like a Harry Potter, Quidditch type of thing. But, you know, it's more like Griffball because the graphics are a little bit the same when it comes to when you're actually holding or in possession of the ball, stuff like that. But still, it's like, you can't copy a game unless it's already been out. So copying Halo for Griffball and making Uplink makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense, you know. That makes kind of sense. Copying Titanfall makes no sense whatsoever. That's kind of like, that's out of this world. It's like saying, here's a great example. It's like saying your friend has, okay, so you're an adult, and you are going to have a baby with your wife. Now, your friend has a baby that looks exactly like your baby, but was born 6 months earlier. Are you going to say, hey, and your friend's going to say, hey, your baby, you guys just tried copying our baby because you think our baby looks good. No, that's stupid. That's like, what? What are you talking about? That's not going to happen. You know, it's like you might want to dress them up so they look like someone else because that person's baby looks nice when they're wearing these clothes, and you're like, hey, let's give our baby these clothes. But no, like, you're not going to actually, like, mold your baby to look like someone else's baby. That doesn't work. So, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you guys have liked the commentary. If so, hit that like button down below and subscribe for more content. My name, of course, is Exeter. I'm sorry I kind of, like, rambled a little bit, but, you know, rambling's going to ramble when you are rambling on a game like this. So, thank you for watching. Peace out, and goodbye.